It is time for the next installment of one of my favorite series, songs that didn't hold up, or maybe they did hold up. In this series, we look at songs from the past and we ask ourselves, were they great? Were they amazing and wonderful? Or were they crap? We shall see. Today we're taking a look at songs from the 2000s. The first one, the Leaving Song Part 2 by AFI, also known as A Fire Inside or Angry, Fast, and Intense. That's what I remember when I first heard AFI in, 95 or 96. It was Angry, Fast, and Intense. But now they are A Fire Inside. Let's see. Before we get any further into the video, have you checked out my Spotify playlist? I add new stuff to it pretty much anytime I find a cool new song, so I update it usually a couple times a week with some new stuff. So if you are looking for new music to check out, hit the link in the description of this video. I think this was the song that put them on the map for a lot of people, right? One of their first kind of MTV songs. Staple 2000s trope, or I guess trope of alternative music videos in general, is like the guys in suits getting out of the classic car looking like badass mobsters. They did that in Attack Attack, Smokahontas, right? I feel like there's 50 other videos where they do this trope. Oh, and who is that? Is that your man Josh Hyland? I talked about this in my video about AFI, but fun fact, for those who don't know, the people in this video, the moshers, the people Xing up, are actual hardcore kids recruited by, I think it was like the director or whatever. That's Josh Hyland from Death Star there in the beginning. Mitch from Suicide Silence is in here somewhere moshing. I believe Biggie, the former manager of Turnstile and Knocked Loose and a bunch of other bands, I think he was one of the people who was responsible for recruiting the moshers in this video. As I recall, what he told me is they were listening to Hatebreed, I think, when they were filming these songs, because, respect to AFI, great band, but you can't really mosh like that to AFI, right? So I think they were playing Hatebreed during this part when they filmed the moshing scenes. And from what I understand, it actually got pretty rough. People got fucked up pretty bad because everyone wanted to show that they were the most badass mosher. So I think there were some broken noses and stuff like that on the set. Not my favorite AFI song, though. I do like this song. I heard Mitch knocked someone out. Yeah, it sounded like it was pretty rough. That's true. They were professional moshers, actually. They got paid to show up and mosh in a video, which would make you a professional mosher. So if I was one of these guys, Josh Hyland, I know sometimes he watches. Josh, from now on, you got to stop referring to yourself as a software engineer and put in your business card professional mosher. How many people can say that they were a professional mosher? If only people knew that this video was a lie, that they're listening to Hatebreed the whole time. This was like a very divisive era of the band, because this is when they stopped, sounding like their early albums, more like, skate punk kind of stuff. This was their major label debut, I think, right? And a lot of people said AFI sold out. For other people, this is the beginning of the band. Either way, this is going to be a controversial take, but my personal favorite AFI album is December Underground. That is by far my favorite. The hardcore AFI fans don't seem to like it, but I would say, in my opinion, not their strongest song, but it does hold up, I think, right? Nobody would say this song is bad. And classic video. Shout out to Biggie and Josh and Mitch, rest in peace. Everyone else immortalized as a professional mosher in this video. Shout out to the professional moshers. Another classic of the 2000s, or is it a classic? We'll see. You ever have one of these moments where you see some new development in in music and youth culture and whatnot, and you go, what in the fucking shit is that? Was this what kids are into now? You're like, have I become that guy? Have I become Hank Hill, where you say, what in the goddamn hell? One of those moments. I think for a lot of people, jerkin' music was one of those moments. This is You're a Jerk by New Boyz from, 2008, 2009? The jerkin' movement was very, very strange. You don't remember this song? You gotta remember this song.
You're a jerk. I know. You're a jerk.
Look at this. Very interesting. So you got this guy here in his Rancid shirt. This kid skateboarding on their sidekicks. This is the era of like peak scene as well, 2008, 2009. And a lot of people thought that this was like related to scene kids, and it wasn't. Like these kids had nothing to do with scene, even though they looked like they were in the middle of Hot Topic when a bomb went off. Everyone jerked down the hallway of my high school when this came out. This makes me wish I was in high school when this came out, because I would have been a jerker. Although, notice one thing you will not see in this video. Tell me one thing that does not make a single appearance in this video. Can anyone see it? Yes, a white person. There's not a single white person involved in the jerkin scene at all. No, there's girls in this. There's girls. In fact, I will tell you about one of the girls in this video. Not a single white person involved. So unfortunately, I think as much as I feel like my calling in life was to be a jerker, unfortunately, I was born with a melanin deficiency that would prevent me from being a jerker. Also, I can't dance. That too. There it is. There it is. Look at that. The iconic Pierce the Veil shirt as seen on the iconic photo here. You guys remember this one? Jason Derulo in the Pierce the Veil shirt. I want to know, how did this happen? The bright blue Pierce the Veil shirt as seen on Jason Derulo and New Boyz. How did it happen? I don't know. Bring it back. I want to know, does Jason Derulo still have that Pierce the Veil shirt somewhere? I want to get one just so that I can bring it back. I can relive my destiny as a jerker. I actually love this song. Not ironically love this song. Life update on this girl here. You may remember her as Indigo Vanity. Light-skinned girl with a head full of curls. Give me diamonds and pearls and I'll rock your world. You might ask yourself, hey, whatever happened to Indigo Vanity? What's she up to these days? The First Lady of Jerkin. You may ask yourself, what happened to her? Well, I have some bad news. This is her now.
Why you lying on your dick? Lying on your dick. He be talking shit cause he just really wanna hit. Why you lying on your dick? Lying on your dick.
Oh.
He be talking shit cause he just really wanna hit. I smell cat.
I smell cat.
He keep it on the wraps. The only thing my closet got is straps. Why you lying on your dick? Lying on your dick.
How the mighty have fallen. We went from Indigo Vanity as seen in You're a Jerk to Big Clit screaming about lying on your dick. Well, listen, not all stories can end well. I will say, does this song hold up? You know, as I've described some of these old songs, definitely, you know, it's a moment in time. Does it hold up? No, but yes, but no, but also yes, but also no. Do you know what I mean? All I know is that if I could build a time machine and somehow go back to become a different person, I would be a jerker in 2009. I feel like, I mean, I dress like them, right? I feel like I was put on this earth to be a jerker circa 2009. So for that reason, I will say yes, this song does hold up. I can save her. Hey, listen, if you want to go try to save Big Clit, be my guest. Let me know how that works out. Okay, next up, we've got Whenever, Wherever by your girl, Shakira, or as my mother-in-law says it, Shakira. By the way, for my whole life, I thought it was wherever, whenever, but it's actually whenever, wherever, apparently. I haven't listened to this song in a very long time. You know it's the 2000s because, well, first of all, we gotta know, is Shakira Wiki Feet. We gotta know. This video better be on Wiki Feet. What? What? This is like a crystal clear shot. We've got toes, we got everything. Somehow, not on Wiki Feet? This site is trash. I want a refund. I'm disappointed in humanity. Anyway, I was gonna say, you know it's the 2000s because she's got these nice boot cut pants on, probably from Wet Seal or Charlotte Russe. Maybe Forever 21, if you want to look extra fancy. Kind of sounds like System of a Down, right? Same kind of like same kind of sound. Female Kermit, yes. Maximum the hormone flow. Wait a minute. What's with the falcon? I see we've got Shakira, you know, dancing, doing her whatever hula thing on this volcanic rock in the ocean. And then it cuts to the mountains with a falcon soaring at her. What's the falcon all about? You'll be near. She's got a little bit of the Red Hot Chili Peppers flow. You know, the Black Summer where it's like the dark side. She's got a little bit of the Anthony Kiedis flow. But here's the pan flutes. The production looks like a bad SNL skit. It does. And it sounds like Eurovision music. It does. I gotta say, I remembered this song being a little bit better. It does look like a power metal video, doesn't it? I can imagine this would be like some dorky band from Spain or Finland or something like that. You know, gotta have a lot of this in the video. The sun grabs. I feel like this could very easily work as a power metal video. Why not just green screen yourselves over this and you've got yourself a free video? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing in the chat here. Not trying to be a jerk, but I am legit surprised that this track broke through. That's kind of my reaction too. I remembered this song being pretty good. I hadn't listened to it in, I don't know, 10 years or something. And gotta say, it's not great. Respect to the Colombian princess Shakira, but gotta say, not a great song, is it? So would I say that it holds up? Can't say that I would. As much as I would like to, I think it doesn't. Sounds like a Disney song, kind of does. All right, next we have No One Knows by Queens of the Stone Age. Another song I haven't listened to in a long time. I remember this song being good. Let's see if it is. I will say, I sort of don't want to like it because Queens of the Stone Age fans are pretty punishing. And anytime nerds like something, my instant reaction is to say, I hate this. Anytime nerds are into it, makes me want to just take your lunch money, stuff you into a locker, and break the CD over my knee, throw it in the trash, while I put my arm around my cheerleader girlfriend and walk off into the distance and say, suck it, butt munch. How come people don't say butt munch anymore? I want to start calling people butt munch more often. It feels like they have the same fan base as the indie rock overhypers. Yeah, basically that. I mean, I don't think they're like terrible or anything. But I feel like they're a little bit overhyped, but let's see. I mean, problem number one already, we've got some gross thrift store guitars. I don't even know what kind of guitar this is, like some Rickenbacker or something like that. Anytime you see these like nasty thrift store guitars, that makes me not want to like it. Plus he's wearing like a cowboy shirt, also makes me not want to like it. On the other hand, he's got some solid wrist accessories. As you guys know, if you're regular viewers of my streams, you know that there's nothing I care about in this world more than wrist accessories. And there they are, 2 leather wrist cuffs. So, you know, we've got a little bit of the good, a little bit of the bad. Overall, I would say the wrist cuffs outweigh the bad so far. Let's see. Vocals are a little rough. And a ginger, 2 more problems. We got a ginger, and we've got the bassist with the zany, wispy beard, which again, I think I mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. I'm sorry, guys, if this might be triggering. Trigger warning, trigger warning. The bassist's goatee reminds me of one time when I was about 7 or 8 years old, when I accidentally walked in on my mom getting out of the shower. What I saw looked a lot like this man's goatee. That memory still haunts me. Sometimes I wake up, you know, I have night terrors. I'm like, My wife's like, what's the matter? Was it that dream again? I'm like, yeah, I just, sometimes, you know, I wake up and I just get taken back to that night when I saw my mom getting out of the shower and just, she's like, it's okay, baby. It's just a dream. It's just a dream. Okay, I just need a minute. I'm sorry for everyone out there. I'm sorry if I triggered you, but I did give you a trigger warning, so you can't blame me. I feel feel like this is one of those songs that has like a catchy riff that you really like it if they use it as the bumper on the local rock radio station. Like they play this and they're like, and coming up soon, 90 minutes of nonstop rock on 99.9 KSW, your home with the nonstop rock. And you're like, that's kind of a catchy song. But then you hear the whole song and it's like, I don't know if it actually holds up. I do like Josh is such a large person. Kind of looks like he's holding a toy guitar. This guy must be really small because that guitar looks huge on him. Josh looks like he is, I met him once. He's like 6'5" or something like that. He looks like he's holding one of those toy guitars that you'd win at the fair. So that's a cool effect. You want to have a really short guy in the band and a really tall guy in the band. It is kind of butt rock. They made a whole concept album out of the radio station thing. Yeah, I remembered this song being a little bit more dynamic than this. Like, it's kind of the same thing, like for the whole song, right? Not bad, but I remembered it being a little bit more rockin' and not just like one riff over and over. This part's kind of cool. A little bit more rockin' here. Just when you thought the song was over, there's a whole other minute left after the bass solo. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate this. I will say the fans of this band, or Josh's old band, Caius, I saw them in 93 or something like that. I don't know who it was, maybe with White Zombie or something like that. The fans of this band, they're almost like Deftones type fans. The Punishers that for some reason think that this band is like God's gift to music, or that Caius is like the best band of all time. And I certainly don't think they suck. But I feel like the fans of this band kind of overrated a bit. And that makes me not want to like it. Maybe I shouldn't be that way. But like I said, anytime nerds love something, it makes me want to say, I hate that. I don't hate this. I think it's decent. Certainly not bad by any means. Does it hold up? It could go either way. What do you guys think? Does it hold up? I would say yes, but it's a weak yes. Like, it's not bad at all. Yeah, kind of holds up. I feel like that's a good way to put it. It's neither good nor bad. I'm whelmed. Let's put it that way. I am whelmed. I am neither overwhelmed nor underwhelmed. I am whelmed. The next song we have is Yeah by your man Usher, featuring Lil Jon and Ludacris. If you have ever been to a white person's wedding, you have heard this song, because this is a staple of white person wedding playlists. You cannot go to a white person's wedding without hearing this song. I'm pretty sure it's like mandatory that they play this at every single white person's wedding. I'm pretty sure we played it at my wedding. And if not, then I regret that. If we didn't play this at my wedding, then I deeply regret that, and I apologize to everyone who came to my wedding and didn't hear this song, because I let you down if we didn't play this. 10 out of 10 classic. I'll warn you, spoiler warning, does it hold up? Hell yes, it does. One of the best songs of all time. 2000s wedding videos where everyone was dancing down the aisle. Yes. If you had like an office job in the mid to late 2000s, when people like emailed videos around, there was like, you know, some viral video of like the couple's like Star Wars wedding where they like do a lightsaber dance down the aisle or something like that, or some other couple had a wedding where it was like disco themed. It was like the combination of like flash mobs and like zany white people wedding videos that you would email around work. This is the era of that song. I know what she wants. Usher, look at him. I've talked about this before, but the great thing about this era of rap, this era of pop culture in general, is this is when guys in deathcore bands and rappers dress the same. Like you can see here, Usher's got his little like chin strap beard with a diamond earring and a fitted hat at a jaunty angle and some baggy jeans. Or this guy over here. This is when you could go see the Acacia Strain or Winds of Plague or A Mirror, and they would dress the same as Young Jock or Usher. A glorious time to be alive. The peak of human civilization. I've said it before. It's see, like, look at this. Look at this man's fit. Men, what's stopping you from dressing like this? What's stopping you from getting in the time machine back to Structure or Express? Yeah, Express. You got to take the time machine back to Express in 2008. Get yourself one of these white blazers with a satin shirt underneath, a wallet chain, some baggy jeans, and some nice crispy white shoes with your fitted A's hat. What's stopping you, men? What's stopping you? Remember, swag is for boys, class is for men. And this right here, this is all class. Some Rockaware jeans, mandatory. It's a great beat. 10 out. When women wore fedoras. Hey, listen, not everything about the 2000s was great. You know, it was the era of the fedora. Mistakes were made. Look at her fit, too. The camo miniskirt with the pink hoodie. Take me back. Take me back. Things just haven't been the same ever since. All I gotta say is Ludacris, definitely not the highlight of this song. You know, Ludacris is up there with Pitbull in terms of people that just absolutely suck and make terrible music, and yet somehow they've sold like hundreds of millions of records. I can't explain it. Somehow or another, Pitbull and Ludacris have careers to this day. I don't know. Mute when Luda comes on. I mean, that's what you do, right? Mute buttons were made for the Ludaverse. Nobody wants to listen to Luda. Your man, Luda. Anyway, if you don't like this song, you are dead to me. It's as simple as that. One of the best songs ever written. God tier classic. And you know, this is every white person's wedding, you know, around what? 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, when people are like 2 or 3 drinks in. You know, the older people have gone home and the 30-year-olds are like, oh yeah, I can still party. Give me another glass of that champagne and make me feel like I'm 22 again. This is one of those songs. I love it. It's a classic. So does it hold up? Hell yes. Hell yes, it holds up. If you disagree, we're not friends. That's all there is to it. And that does it for this edition of Songs That Didn't Hold Up or Did, 2000s edition. That's right. Then they play Get Low and it gets really crazy.